All right, looks like we're up. What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another live stream here. We have a 2008 Volkswagen GTI that we're going to be doing today. I'm going to be doing it in ATR 15 all the way around. This one is particularly difficult because the back window, in my opinion, is one of the harder windows to get done and tint. So let me check and see here. I'm going to check the software here and kind of look and see what we have going on here. The GTI, and this is the 4-door GTI. 4-door hatch. Oh wait, yeah. So these cars, the 07, 08, 09 model of the GTI is hands down the most difficult ones. I see a lot of people that tint these back windows and they're like, yeah, we'll tint the GTI, and it depends on the year that you're tinting it. So the 07, 08, 09 model is very difficult. It's definitely hands down the hardest one. The 2010 to 2014 model is a little bit easier, and then the 15 and beyond is easy, cakewalk. But that 7, 8, 9 version is really difficult. You kind of have to break all the rules in regards to tinting that back window. Normally you follow the lines going up and down and you shrink in one direction. This back window breaks all the rules, and you'll see it like I'm shrinking to the side, I'm shrinking catty corner, I'm yanking, I'm pulling. So that is that's what you're going to be seeing here today. It is an 08 too. I do like to bottom load, but I don't like pulling panels off of older cars because the plastics and stuff just get really brittle, and as also they're like, I think there's some electrical tape or something like that holding on to some of the panels right now. So if the panels already need help, I don't want to do anything else that's gonna possibly mess it up even further. So we're just gonna go with a straight top cut and go from there. But yeah, welcome guys to the live stream. My name is Patrick. This is Window Tinting Business, where we inform, inspire, and improve you as a professional. So thank you very much for joining us. We are doing these new series where I'm going to be doing live streams from the shop, and you're going to be watching me tint the whole vehicle. Last time we did it, I did it for like 2.5 hours, and we did 2 different cars and blah blah blah. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the live streams, but for just one car. So one video, one car, you know, and then maybe if I do a second live stream that day, you know, another video, but just one car. So it's not so stretched out. But yeah, make sure to comment below. Again, I don't have my phone. I'm gonna have this camera on me, but I'm not gonna be looking at a monitor or anything like that. So if you guys comment or super chat, then unfortunately I won't be able to see it until I kind of check my monitor. And I'll try to do a wrap up at the very end with some Q&A, depending on, you know, what the schedule will allow. But super chat is activated. If you guys don't know, super chat is a way for you guys to donate to the channel. All proceeds go to help support the channel, of course. Big shout out to today's today's sponsors. This live stream is sponsored in part by Tint Wiz. If you guys don't know, Tint Wiz is a CRM sweep designed specifically for window tinters. So you guys can go check it out, tintwiz.com. Available on iOS, not on Android just yet, but they are going to be working on that to be available for Android as well. And also, this live stream is sponsored in part by filmslingers.com. Filmslingers.com is your place to go and get all kinds of tools, all your soak shields, all your dash towels, DSP, tint kegs. I mean, a number of great things, and good professional grade tools and equipment. So go ahead and check them out as well. Filmslingers.com. I should probably mute my phone here. All right, without further ado, we're about 5 minutes in, so we're gonna go ahead and get started now. I'm gonna go ahead and cut the film. Let me check the angle here. See if you guys can see. Oh, I can just move the angle here. Beautiful. I'm gonna go ahead and cut the film here, and then I will I'll get you on my head, and we'll start tinting the car. I just want to make sure that the angle is right. It should be. WTC for life. What's up, brother? Welcome to the live stream, my friend. There's a little bit of a delay. Yeah, perfect. This is a good angle. A little bit of a delay. Also, I did get a wireless microphone, but this GoPro requires an adapter to be able to use the wireless GoPro. So when I'm like up in here, you're not going to hear me talk very much, but I will have a wireless mic very soon. I'm really excited about that. It's really going to bump up the quality of the live streams. So yes, Jaybird, good morning, my friend. Good morning. Oh no. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and put you guys on my head now. I have the sides here. I am not going to be cutting the back window with a plotter. I like to do that hand cut just because of the way the back window is. Quick side note, the garage has a tin roof. So when it rains, it is loud. Okay? So you might want to turn your volume down. I don't know how annoying it's going to be, but like when it pours, like cats and dogs, you have to scream in the shop to be able to talk to people. So if you're wondering what the hell that noise is, that's it right there. So sorry. I don't know why I try to put this thing on my... What am I doing? I don't know why I try to put it on my head. Come on. Look at this. Alright, I just gotta double check the angle and we're good to go. Yeah, I don't know why I try to put this on my head when the strap's on my head because it's damn near impossible. Ricky L. Atra, what's up? What are some water solutions you're using while tinting windows? I use baby shampoo. That's it. Johnson & Johnson's baby shampoo and filter water I get from Walmart. We fill up these big 5-gallon jugs and we run over to Walmart and do it, or Publix, whoever offers it. So I think we are good. I'm gonna try, and I'll double check to make sure here on my phone as well. Used cars, summer sales event. think it's fine. Cool. This is the first car I've tinted all day today, so might as well prep a little bit. I think the angle looks good. Rotate it a bit. All right, I think we're doing pretty good here. So I decided to go with the head camera. I did do part of the last live stream with a chest mount as well, but I didn't really like the angle of the chest mount. I didn't think it caught the right angle it was supposed to. So I think we're just gonna stick with the head mount. So you can kind of see what I'm seeing. You see what I'm saying about electrical tape?
Woo. That's just from wiping down the glass. What up? What are you doing? Fair warning, I'm live streaming right now, just so you know. I saw the vending machine guy came in, finally filled up all the goods.
Full package?
Yeah, well, everything except for the front windshield. This one's a pain in the butt. This one. That back window is probably one of the hardest ones. Besides that and the...
concave it is.
Yeah, the bottom corners are crazy. Crazy. This one and the... not the well, the C6, the model before the Corvette.
Well, you can get some practice next week on my job.
There you go. There you go. You out of here? You leaving?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go run the load real quick. What we got?
There you go.
I got one on top today.
I'll be here. For those of you that are curious, our building is shared with another business. It's owned by another business called Pest Bear. They're like a lawn service type company. They do like they're like, kind of like a Drew Green. So yeah. So sometimes you'll see people that aren't tinters that are rolling around here. Good people though. So I had a great idea because I know how boring it is to watch just straight videos, right? But I can't put music on, like I can't throw on the radio because YouTube will flag me for content that I don't like. It's copyrights with music. But I was thinking about doing a download because I have a subscription to Epidemic Sound, and it's like for those of you guys that don't know, it's a music service that creators can use without fear of like getting copywritten. Because if I make a video and I use music that I don't own, I could get my channel taken down for it. So I have to be careful about what kind of music I play. So I was thinking about downloading like a full series and then just playing that during my live streams. That way I won't get busted with the copyrights, and I don't have to have such boring live streams with just no sound. I might tape the felts too on this one because they have felt liners on this car. I think I might do a video today too, because the plotter blade is on its way out. It's on its last leg. So I think I might do a video on plotter blade replacement, Teflon strip replacement, and calibration. That sounds like a fun one. Only like the true tint nerds can really appreciate a video like that. Okay. A new towel. I can't remember if this is a new towel or not, so I'll just assume it was an old towel. So I want to try something different that I've seen people do. I want to tape the felt liners, right? But instead of taping the whole thing, because I never get felt like up here because I squeegee, right? I usually only get felt like right in this area if I'm top loading, because I'm like shifting the film in and in here. So I'm just going to tape. I saw someone do this where they just taped like a 6-inch strip right here and here. Let me see here. Oh, awesome. It looks like this car had tint on it before, which is no big deal. It just means it's going to be take a little longer to clean the glass. Lord almighty. Keep in mind, I've never tried this before, so I don't know if this is really going to work or not, but we'll see. There you go. I hope this process technique works. I've done it where I tape the whole like edge, but it's obnoxious because I gotta do that over and over and over again, overlap it, all kinds of shit. It's obnoxious. So hopefully just like this 6-inch strip will do. Just in the area where I would be, you know, moving the film around. If I was bottom loading this, then it'd be a different story. I wouldn't even do this. Okay, I mean that went in pretty clean. And that's the beautiful thing about window tinting. You know, you see something from someone else, you see, well, maybe I could do it. Maybe this will help my process. All right, let's do the back window. I do want to check my angle on this one I'm still, you know, with all these live streams, I'm trying to like I'm trying to make sure that I'm used to the angles in which the camera should be, because I don't have a cameraman, right? So I gotta look at the glass, make sure it's not too low or too high. I think that's pretty good actually right there. Ooh, dirty. Dirty. I'm not a big fan of trimming gaskets either. Like, I will cut a gasket out. Like, Range Rover, for those of you guys who watch my channel, you know, a Range Rover, I'll cut that weather strip right out. But the thing is they won't, no one will see that. You know, I got a guy that works with me, I think I mentioned this before, that he'll straight up trim this like you would like if you did flat glass. Flat glass, you trim the inside gaskets so that you don't have a light gap, which I understand the concept, but like you can see the gash. And unless you can guarantee that cut is gonna be equal and even on every single one that you trim, like it's just like, in my head, it's like, no, why even do it? Because you're you know, I don't know, I don't want to say the word, I wouldn't use the word damage, but you're altering the vehicle in a way. I think that's good. Oh, it looks like I should have shrunk this back window, or this quarter window. That's okay. I'll just shrink it afterwards. After the fact. Nope. And maybe it was the way I was installing it. Drove a finger to it. Big. There we go. Sorry guys. Looks like I lost internet connection. So to be able to live stream with this GoPro, I have to be connected to the internet. I have to have it connected to a Wi-Fi system or service. But for some reason it was going out. I don't know why. So yeah, that was interesting. And if you guys are new to the live streams, be prepared. That's what's going to happen. This battery will only go for so long. So if I lose internet connection, or if this battery dies, I have to literally switch it out, and it's going to do like a loading screen on the live stream. No big, just takes a few minutes and I'll be back. So yeah, but I think even the chats are deactivated too as well. So I mean, it is what it is. What can you do, right? a good wipe down here. Yeah, it's definitely adhesive from old tint. That's why I like to charge an upcharge for cars that are older. That's why I like doing newer cars, like cars maybe 1 to 5 years old. No R&Rs, no removals, just straight clean tint. Cars are cleaner when you tint cars that are older, start getting older, more than 7, 8, 9 years old. You know, like the plastics inside the door handle are really brittle, so you know, it takes away the opportunity to be able to bottom load, because I don't want to break anything. Then, you know, you get old tint, everything's a little dirtier, everything takes a little bit longer. And that's your thing, that's your thing. That's all right, ain't nothing wrong with it. It ain't my cup of tea. Or if you're gonna do it, make sure you charge accordingly. Yeah, go ahead, go ahead. Go for it. I'm not sure.
Like, this car's awesome. I like the 2.4 liter turbo. They're really good motor.
Have you seen the new Supras that come out from Toyota?
I've seen pictures of
Oh, those things look sick. Those look sick. Yeah, feel free to grab your card. You said card?
Yeah, my card.
Yeah, feel free.
I'm an idiot.
Nah.
Gas, I've got my card.
Just watch your step walking through here. If you walk on something wet, you might fall.
All right.
Yeah, just be careful.
Yeah, I like this car. This car drives really good, but I mean, then you understand heat and humidity. And that's why the interiors fall apart.
Yeah, oh yeah, oh for sure.
So, like,
For sure.
it's a good car to fix up.
Oh heck yeah. Heck yeah, I agree. Good vehicle.
And like they have the problems with the flappers, the intake flappers.
Yeah?
And sometimes it gets too much gas in there and you can't start it up.
Ah.
Like the first time.
Well, I appreciate the stick. You know, no one drives stick anymore.
Yeah, it's more fun. It's more control, especially
Yeah,
on a track.
I agree with you.
Downshift that when you want to, you can't really do it paddle shifting.
Yeah, I don't like, yeah, people are like, oh, I got the paddles and stuff. And I'm like, no, it's not the same, bro.
Yeah,
You're still...
It'd be easier probably with like, if you're an IndyCar racer, or more like NASCAR.
Yeah, if you're going 200 miles an hour.
Yeah.
There's a difference between driving a car and riding in a car.
Yeah.
For sure.
But yeah, if you're going like 30, let's say 40 miles an hour, and then you gotta make almost like a 45-degree turn, and you have to downshift, but you don't downshift enough, and you're in the middle of the turn. It's just easier with this stick.
Easier.
Well, thank you very much.
Of course. We'll see you in a bit.
What kind of motor is the Supra have?
The Supra? Yeah. I don't know. I saw a video about it. I know it runs at, I mean, I think it retails for like 60K, so it's got a decent engine on it. I think they brought it back because of the, you know, like the Fast and the Furious back in the day. Like that was a Supra. I'm pretty sure it was a Supra. And you know, people just.
Yeah, like the VRZs. They're making Supras that look like VRZs. And VRZ, they're trying to build a V6 motor or an inline 6 motor.
I want to say that I thought someone said the Supra had an inline 6, but I could totally. I take cars, but that's about the extent of my car knowledge. Like, I'm not an engine guy, unfortunately.
Yeah, I hear you.
You sound like you are, though, huh?
I'm huge.
Yeah, I figured.
The reason why I got this one instead of the later version is because of the engine.
Ah, I gotcha. I gotcha. I'll be honest with you. I really think that this tape did fairly well. You know, I think it did its job. There's no felt on this side, and I'll show you here. That's always a problem with tinters, is that they'll, like the film pinches, and let me see if I can show you right there. That's where it pinched, right? Which is not a problem, I can work that out. But if there's no tape or anything there, that void will suck in water and such, and you'll start getting like little debris like felt in there. So the tape being right there, I think it's a home run. I think I'm gonna put that into my thing. I think I'll let it dry for a little bit. Let it dry for a little bit. Check. All right, we still say live. We're good. At least the GoPro like beep did something for me to let me know like, hey, by the way, we are not on anymore. Woo. I saw a video this morning of Joe Rogan. I'm a big Joe Rogan fan, and they're showing like they're talking about, no, it wasn't Joe Rogan. Who was it? The H3 podcast, excuse me. I've been starting to watch them more and more, and they were talking about like this YouTube chick that like was uploading videos about her and her dog, and she was like she uploaded the raw unedited version by accident, and she was like showing like her smacking the dog and like pushing the dog down and spitting. It looked like she was spitting on the dog. Bigger dog too, German Shepherd or Doberman in like this little apartment. And you know, the reason why I'm saying that is because I thought it was funny is that like not a lot of times, because I don't know a lot of YouTubers, but I think it's funny when people put on an act or a facade when they're on video or when they're on tape, and they're completely different from who they are in real life. Like, it really just depends. Like acting, obviously you're being paid to portray someone else. That's a different story. But when you're like in the creator sector, I guess you could say, where you're just doing things to be you, like why would you like change who you are or how you speak? That's like lying on an everyday basis. Like, I'm not a liar, right? Because I'm not 12 anymore, so like I used to lie because I didn't want to get in trouble, right? Because I do shit I'm not supposed to be doing, and then I'd get in trouble for it, right? That's why, you know, most kids start to lie. But then now I'm a grown man, you know what I mean? I'm like, I'm not gonna get, who am I gonna get in trouble? I'm not gonna get in trouble. I'm a grown man. I do what I want, right? So it's like, when you lie, whether it's like people cheating on their wives or girlfriends or like at work and stuff like that, it's just like, that would be exhausting, in my opinion. Exhausting to continuously try to keep up the facade and try to remember the lies. I think that's the hardest part. Yeah, just be yourself, you know. And I kind of like that with what we're doing here, is because this is a straight live video of my day. You know, it's different if I'm shooting a video because I can act a particular way for a little bit of time, but it would be really hard to put up a facade live streaming because I am who I am, you know what I mean? It's not an act or anything like that, I guess. I don't know. It just weirded me out that people would do that. Hope y'all's days are going well. For those of you guys that have kids, your kids should be going back to school soon. I know my boy, the youngest one, isn't in school yet, but my boy goes back to school on Wednesday. We get to do the whole like orientation thing and whatnot on Tuesday, tomorrow, so that'll be fun. Take off work and go do that. My biggest thing with my boys is that they're, I don't know, He's a good kid. They're both good kids, you know, but they're just a little bit different socially because they're homeschooled. My wife's a stay-at-home, so like it took my son a little bit to get acclimated to the whole school thing, but it'll be all right. He's a sweet boy. Now normally when I bottom load, or top load, excuse me, normally when I top load, I do not take the liner all the way off, but the way that these doors are, that they kind of like go in, it makes it really cumbersome to keep the liner on. So that's why I give the door panel an extra cleaning and make sure it's real clean, because I know it's going to scrape up against there. Yeah, I'm really liking this tape right here, like this. That was one main reason why I started bottom loading in the first place, is because in my personal opinion, in my personal opinion, I think the outcome is a much cleaner outcome. You know, the tint is a lot cleaner, the install is a lot better, less trash, I believe. Yeah, I hope you guys can see that on camera. But that is, I mean, clean. I can't find, I'll be honest with you, I can't find a speck of felt on that bad boy. And usually it's like fucking shotgun blast, like, so you guys have never used tape in this fashion before, you don't need to tape the whole thing, right? I just did 6 inches right where like that joint is where you're going to be installing the window. But yeah, I think that turned out real well. So let's go ahead and finish this right here. So one thing with top loading is that you tend to get creases like right where the pivot point is. So, and if I did more top loading, it'd probably be a little bit better, because I try to avoid that. I try to fold the film in a way that it's not going to do that crease, but you can't stop everything, right? See, look, see, so this finger right here that I'm working out keeps coming back, right? And every time it comes back, it like sucks a vacuum. It's like a vacuum, right? There's no void, and then there's a void, right? So it's sucking in air. Normally that would suck in felt or water or anything like that, but with it taped off like that, it prevents it prevents the felt from getting in there. I really like this. It's like, it's a game changer, I think, for me. That's clean, and it doesn't take a lot of tape, a little bit of tape. Little finger down there. Gone. Yeah. Nice. All right. So I'll always break down cars into thirds. So I'll always do like driver's side, 1/3. Passenger side, 1/3. Back window, a whole nother third. Like complete. I'll break it down like that. So when I say like a third of the car down, now you guys know. You guys are aware. But yeah. Let's do some more tape. Let's do that again. I like that. I'm a dummy because I forgot my glass aid, because I knew I was doing this vehicle. Now I'm gonna have to hand cut this damn thing with a light. Ugh, uses a light. Nice. And that's a pretty clean install too, like to actually put the tape in. Because have you ever tried taping like a full frame window, like the whole frame? It's a huge pain in the ass. And it takes so long. So the goal with this, obviously, is that if you're top loading, you want to put your pivot point in the point in which you've bent the film, where like you load the top, right? And then you're gonna load the bottom. Where you load the bottom is the pivot point. And that's exactly what I'm doing here. I'm trying to cover the felt of the pivot point to prevent any like felty water or anything like that from coming up. So I'm gonna give this a quick wipe down here while it's down. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna keep this towel just for when I'm scraping, because there's glue on there. Frosh blade. Tint keg feels a little light. I'm not a big fan of shrinking windows after I weeded the pattern. I don't know, it just always felt weird to me. Unnatural. So I have the tint off. That's in like 3 weeks, right? So, and every year I go to the tint off, I get sponsors. So I get people to sponsor the event, companies, things of that nature. So part of my sponsorship agreement is that I would add in some sponsorships for live streams and things of that nature. I don't think I told them live streams. I think I told them videos, or I was gonna do a vlog up there. I'm working on vlogging, so I can do like a 3-day vlog at the tint off. And so they don't know, but for the rest of the month, they're gonna be sponsoring Tint Wiz, and Film Slingers will be sponsoring all the videos, all the live streams. So every Monday and every Tuesday up until the tint off. You know, and then at that point, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm still trying to figure out if I can live stream the tint off, but I did read the rules, and the rules say no recording devices at all. So I think if I try to do that, they'll disqualify me. So I like you guys, but I'm not trying to miss out on $10,000. So maybe I'll be sneaky and have someone just record me and not me record it. Oof. Normally I would clean one window at a time, clean the window that I'm installing, and then move on from there. But this car has had film on it before, and I don't typically, like, this towel is most likely going to go in the garbage. I usually get paper towels if I'm getting off adhesive residue. I just don't, it's a pet peeve of mine. I don't like this towel was okay. I think I can clean it, but like the adhesive has to go somewhere, and I bulk clean all my towels. Like all my towels are up there right now, so I'm probably close to needing to do a load. So this film, like when my towels gets like dirty, in my opinion, from an R&R, I just throw it in the trash. Not for me. Pick up a new one. Did I scrape this window? I can't remember. When in doubt, do it again. Yeah, so you guys will probably see like vlogs, me releasing vlogs, and just be easy, be gentle, okay? Because I know they're gonna suck at first. It is what it is. What can you do, right? No one's great at what they do at first, unless you're like a freaking prodigy. So I like to bring vlogs in just to bring another layer and aspect of the channel, because I like tutorials, don't get me wrong, they're evergreen, especially in our industry, but you know, I like to change it up a little bit so you guys can kind of see a more personal side of me, be more vested in me as well as the channel. Just trying to do everything I can to grow the channel. This is what I want to do. I mean, yeah, I enjoy what I do. Love what I do. One of my next steps, one of my, I wouldn't say 5-year goals because I'm going to do it within 5 years, but at least 2 or 3 years, is that I'm working on getting my own shop. That way I don't feel bad for, like, I can just use my time more wisely. And this all looks pretty good. Because here at the shop I can shoot videos, but then like I kind of feel weird sometimes, you know, because it's not my shop, you know, so it's like they might think I have to make sure everything is done first before I do my own stuff, you know, and I don't want them thinking like, oh, he's doing his own stuff on our time, you know what I mean? Plus I got a lot more stuff going on as well, like shoot videos, tutorials, vlogs. I want to tint cars and make money off of that. You know, I make and produce and distribute dry shrink prep. You know, there's always something for me to be doing, and right now I work here at this shop about, with travel included, I'm right at around 60 hours a week, 65 hours a week, because I work 6 days a week, and plus I work another 30 to 40 hours probably afterwards, doing live streams, editing videos, making dry shrink prep, packing dry shrink prep, certifiedtinter.com. I mean, there's a number of things that I do. So it would be a way for me to have like a all in one location. I hope I'm not rambling too much. I am rambling, but whatever. If you guys don't like it, I'm sure you'll mute it. So I'll lay this here, and watch what I do with this film here. I'll kind of like, bink, bend it like that, you see? So that way when I slide it in, I'm preventing, hopefully preventing the film from creasing. Okay. Perhaps the same, covered. Looks like we're good. And this cut, I got really lucky because there's really no tucking on the bottom end here, which is nice. Very nice. Very nice. That pivot point was a little close. I only have like an inch before it gets there, so a little close, but I think we're fine. I think it's another clean install. Sometimes you don't even have to hit it with heat. You gotta hit it with a hard card and just push it down because it hasn't had the opportunity yet. Pressure sensitive adhesive, that's why you gotta love it. Looks good. Last window. And then we work on the dreaded back window. My battery should die shortly, and then again I'm gonna have to switch out the battery. It's gonna put a small pause in the live stream, but nothing too crazy. Yeah, if you see me like looking at myself in the mirror from time to time, I'm not like vain. I'm checking the GoPro in my head, making sure that it still says live and it's still like doing its thing. Well, at least the rain kind of went away. You can hear it lightly sprinkling, but nothing crazy. I don't think I've mentioned this before, but if you guys ever plan on coming down to Florida, don't do it during the summer. Like people think like, oh, it's sunny, let's go to Florida. Like, no, don't do that. Go somewhere else, go anywhere else. Go, you know where you need to go during the summertime? You go where like the places that are like really, really shitty during the winter. Like Colorado, Idaho, you know. Those states are gorgeous during the summertime, spring and summertime. Florida is the rainy season, so every day it rains, and it's usually around 90 to 100 degrees. So if you like want to go to like Disney World, you're pretty much going to kill your family because all you're going to be doing is being miserable waiting in lines. Don't do that. So for those of you that are curious to what I keep looking for when I look on the outside, is that I'm trying to make sure that this edge of the film is behind this pillar, just to start, and that way we're good, because you could have not a light gap, but then the film is not all the way over, and I mean, it's not the best practice. Some places allow it, and ain't no big if you do, but just not me. And we're back. Battery died, now we're back at it. So looks like we're good here. Got a couple drop-offs here and there, but it's all right. It is what it is. What can we do? I actually even I stopped installing the window altogether, so I guess we'll see how that goes. So back in the camera, and here we go. And it started raining. I think we're good. I need like a laser on this thing. It's gonna help show me what it's looking at. I think we're good. Oh, that actually looks pretty good. All right. Back at it. And it's raining now, if you can't tell. Alright, that looks clean. They all look clean. But this car isn't difficult because of the back of the side windows. This car is difficult because of the back window. Alright, sides are done. Back window's clean. Gonna hit it with some dry shrink prep and then get the film ready. Gosh, I'm so unhappy that I did not bring my my glass aid. I really am, because I could have just hit the lines. These are hard for me because I'm not a hand cutter, right? I use a plotter most of the time. So like up here, it's kind of difficult for me to see. And I guess you could just hand cut it. All right, so back window. This is the money maker right here. All right, so this is what I'm gonna attempt to do. The first one, I am gonna cut it with the plotter just because it saves me time from cutting around the border, right? My problem with that is that every time I've done it, like I feel like the integrity of the film is compromised, and it just heat creases where where the cut is in the film. But also, normally you shrink like this, right? And these corners here, I'm gonna be shrinking this way, this way, this way, in ways you're not supposed to shrink film. But that's the only way to lay it down flat, because if you try to keep this flat, it just bunches everything here and then it creases. So that's the game plan. Oh, that angle looks pretty damn good too. Daniel Rayner, what's up? Good morning, good morning. Daniel Rayner says, how often do you maintain your Orange Crush? Do you have problems scratching the windows? I'm different than most tinters, apparently, because if my tools start scratching or start leaving marks onto my film, I just throw them away. I buy new ones. Tint tools are cheap. You know, blades are $13, and you know, my handle, maybe my handle is probably one of the most expensive things, costs 15 bucks, but I've had this handle for years. But like these blades, $5, $6, $8, $12, whatever, it is what it is. But when you tint, if you could use all the tools for at least a month, you know, I can do, let's see, let's do the math real quick. Let's see, let's go cheap, really cheap, and go $150 a car, and I can tint, let's say 4 cars a day, and I work 6 days a week, and I work 4 weeks a month. That's just $86,000 in a month, right? That's a best case scenario. So if I have to spend $100 on tools, then it's no big to me. Like I don't know, but like I think of it as time. Time and money is everything, right? So why would I spend the time, even if it's just 30 minutes, why would I spend the time to try to work on my tools to make them cleaner and better when I can just buy brand new ones that are gonna be way better than what I could ever do? That's just my opinion. Just my opinion. Okay. Let me do it here. Again, I'm gonna try it with the plotter cut pattern to see if it will work, but every time I've done it, it doesn't work. I'll be honest with you too, then this is one of the cars that I threw the towel in. There's only been a couple cars that like I'm like, hell, I can't do this. And it was the 07, 08, 09 model of the GTI, and then a front windshield on a Volvo, I think an SUV Volvo, but that was halfway not my fault because we were doing Air 80 on it, and for some reason our shop only gets 36-inch Air 80, and the window was like 35 and a quarter or something like that. Like I had no room to pull the film. Okay, so traditionally, I'm gonna try to show you, film shrinks up and down this way, right? But if I try to do that here, it'll get bunched up here, and then it'll crease. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna shrink in ways that you are not supposed to shrink. And it is what it is. This is one of those instances where you do what you're told, not what you see. I'm trying to leave enough here. I'm gonna cut it right in the middle, and I'm gonna leave these tails. These long tails here, I'm gonna need them because I'm gonna pull using these tails. And this is going to be my backup film in the event that I crease this plotter cut, and I'm probably going to crease it. The center section will be right about here, so I am going to cut the rest of this off because I don't need this. The top half is not hard to shrink; it's the bottom half. Right there. All right, what I'm going to do is I am just going to hit a small tack line right down the middle. Bink! Let's get this going. I'm a little higher on this side than this side, so I'm gonna redo that. There we go. Definitely gonna need a glove. Here we go. This is one of the few times also that I'll use a hard card instead of a Mac tack. Because sometimes you need to just lay it down, just get the film as hot as shit and just force that fucker down. And I'm pushing this film straight to the edge, right? Like the limits of the film. That's why I suggest that you use a film that you trust and you know. What the? And see, so you can see fingers like on the side here and whatnot. So I'm literally going to be shrinking them to the side. I just want to get them as hot as I can and just lay them down. All right, so I'm just gonna continue on. Like, I creased it up here, so I'm not gonna use this film. But what I am gonna do is I am gonna use it to practice. So I am gonna have to just do this again, but I'm gonna run through this with practice just so I can kind of feel what I need to do. And like here, kind of yank it this way in this direction. It's about getting around this corner right here. This corner is the hardest. Ooh. So this part's easy. It's getting around this corner, and I've pretty much done it here. So it's getting around that corner, and that'll suffice. That's good. There's no creases in that. That's good. So ironically, I messed up this side. So let's go here. And again, I am not using this film for this install because I've already creased it up here, but I'm just using this as practice. That's the hardest part of this vehicle, is this corner wraparound right here. So I'm going to try to pull in this film. I'm going to shrink this side here, and what this does is it's going to pull and tighten up the film this way, so hopefully alleviate some pressure from this corner. I'm just going to shrink and yank and pull. Now you understand when I said at the beginning that this car breaks all the rules. You're shrinking sideways and whatnot. Okay, so that's kind of a shame because that is a really good shrink right there. There's no creases in there. That's smooth. Same thing right here, smooth. But up here, unfortunately, was no dice. So I'm on the fence. I might do it again because usually right here at this line is where the integrity comes in, but it wasn't a problem this time. But right here is a shame. Up here wasn't bad. And you can see, I can't see here, so I can see the scratches from my hard card. This one is going out a little bit, right? Feathering it out this way. And because I'm right-handed and I'm using my right hand, this stuff is going inward instead of outwards. And it bunched up the film and then it heat creased. That's why that happened right there. So I'm gonna do this one more time. I don't wanna hand cut it, I really don't. So I'm gonna take this film, move it over here, and have some backup. Probably should have just cut it twice on the one. Yeah, you live and you learn. While that's setting, I'm gonna reset this here with some more dry shrink prep. Actually, let's cut two. So when you cut two, you want to leave room to yank, right? So I don't want to put this all the way down here because I don't have enough room to pull on. So I try to give myself a little bit of space and plot. 46. See, and that's the frustrating thing, is like that that shrink on all 3 sides was good except for that one top side, and it's obnoxious because that'll happen to you. You'll get 2 down, and then it's like the 4th one will just screw you. You're like, damn it. But you gotta stay persistent and consistent. Okay, so I have 2 patterns, right? The bottoms give me, I have enough room right there. The top one, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut it right above the bottom one. That way it's gonna give me the maximum amount to grab onto for the top cut. And I'm gonna be using this one. There we go. Just cut this puppy out. All right, take 2 on the shrink. So what I'm gonna do this time, I'm gonna learn from my mistakes. I feathered it out that way, and I went in this way last time. So I'm gonna keep focused on kind of going towards an outward mode. So I melted the film right there, right? But it is shrunk. So what I'll do is I'll just trim that little area off, and you'll still have no light gap, so it'll be good to go. But you gotta be careful of that. When film is floating above the glass, its percentage of melting is much higher. The chances of it melting is much higher. Come on. So I got this pretty hot right now. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna leave it. I'm not finished with it yet, but I feel like if I keep messing with it right now, I'll end up melting it and messing it up. So I'm gonna give it an opportunity to kind of relax a little bit, cool down. There it is, baby. There it is. All right, that was pretty good. Let's work on this side now. It's so crazy how your hands and what your hands do determine everything. Like, I'm right-handed, right? And I don't know, you know, what I'm doing on the left side is completely different than I did on the right, but I feel like the right is shrinking a lot easier and a lot better. See a tiny little finger out, gone. Woo! Okay, that film is starting to get really hot. Another reason why I use gloves. All right, so that corner's good. That corner's good. And actually, these are the hard ones. This corner is good. Got a little bit I gotta do there, but for some reason, it's not the bottom corners that are bothering me. It's the top corners that are giving me problems now, which is crazy. I just gotta heat it and move it. And that's the scary part about doing a window like this, is like, usually it's got to really trust your film can hold on. Like, 'cause look, that should be creasing the shit out of the film, but it's not. Like every rule to tint this back window. All right, I think that's good. I think in the future, what I would do next time is just trim the very top edge. So I have this, because I don't have any of this to kind of pull. There's a little crease right there. I just noticed. Shot. All right, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna save this piece. I'm gonna do it again. I'm gonna keep these pieces here and just shrink it again. See if I can use that piece to kind of pull. Drove the old lady's car today, by the way. All right, let's try this again. Shrink number 3. Y'all must be loving these lives now. But this is the real world scenario, you know what I mean? Like, you're gonna get into some points where like you're gonna do a car that you're like, shit, come on. And it's not about getting frustrated, it's about learning, right? Learning every time. You know, like I just learned that if I try to keep the top long right there, maybe I can manipulate it a little bit more. And do what I want it to do. See, so now this, I can pull this, and hopefully it'll give me a little bit of a leverage right there. Take 3. I'm gonna keep doing it until it's right. Trying to heat the whole thing up. Remember, it's going back to learning your mistakes and learning from your mistakes. What I do the first time, I brought it in, right? And then the second time, I let the heat on too long up in that corner and I burnt that corner, right? So Move it, move it, move it. Come back to it. I don't want to do that. I don't want to burn this one again, right? So I'm gonna take my time. There we go. You see that stretch right there? That's what we're trying to get out right there. Right. It's getting close. It's getting close to the melt zone, so I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna leave it. Okay, that's getting close to the melt, so I'm gonna leave that alone. We got a little bit left up here. And we're pulling to the outside corner right here. We're pulling. Oh no! It's all right. Don't freak out. We're pulling here. Even though the film should be shrinking this way, we're going that way with it. Top part's hard because I got nothing up there. There it is. There it is. You got it this time, baby. Woo. Yep. I've had a wrap. Money! 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 That's it, baby. That is how you shrink that window. It only took me 3 tries, but whatever. Whatever. Yeah, definitely keeping this. Like I brought it down here because I was going with the flow, trying to give myself more room on the last shrink I did over there. But I think I would just follow the pattern up with it next time. Money in the bank, baby. Money in the bank. Whew. I don't know why I put myself in these positions where like, oh, let's do a live stream. Let's do a really hard car. You know, let's do an expensive car. Like you can't do... I guess I did start the live stream last week with a Mustang. Oh, but I did do a Tesla. The rain. Now I am going to need to work this a little bit on the inside. You know, it's still, again, on the inside it's slightly smaller than the outside, and I'm just gonna have to work it smooth, slowly. Maybe do a little bit of heat and whatnot. Just make sure this stays flat. Clean the DSP off. There is adhesive on this back window, so I'm gonna make sure that is as clean as possible. One of the worst things that I'd want is to go through all that trouble to shrink this back window just the perfect amount, and then I do some stupid shit like not clean the glass correctly and there's adhesive there. I have to do like, and then end up having to do all this work again for something that take like 2 seconds. All right. I don't like these either. These are so on here. What do you think? Should I take the panel off? Let's do it. Screw it. I don't even think I need to remove those. I'll be honest with you, I don't really know what I'm doing. Oh no. No, I'm not gonna take this damn thing off. Everything's so brittle right now. Just begging for trouble. So these are scrub pads, but I really don't like them. These ones are the ones, like when you order film from Lumar, they send you these ones. Like when you ask for the white scrub pads, I don't like them. These are like thinner and they come off during an install. So I like the ones that come from 44 Tools. I feel like those are much better quality. Open. Been a while since this back window's been cleaned, if ever. Got adhesive all over here. So I normally wouldn't use these pads for scrubbing, and I won't. I'll use another one here, but I'm using it because there's adhesive on this back glass. I'll just scrape that shit off and then throw it away. Come My hands are getting dirty from this install. Look at that. Whew. A little more adhesive right there. Who's calling me? Hello? Hi. Yeah, I do. I do. Okay. Yeah, tell him he can come right back here, and it's sitting on the back table. Bye-bye. With this install, I'm mainly going to be using a yellow turbo. Normally I use my side swipe, but since this glass has so much curve in it, there's even some spots that the side swipe won't get because it's not bendy enough. All right, let's do it. Look at this right side. Look, 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 look. It wants to kind of curve. You just can't let it. Don't roll on yourself. I mean, I cleaned the glass boards already, but you don't want to do that because then it just increases the probability of film and trash getting in there. Not film, but trash. So since I didn't take the panel off, I'm pushing against the film to see if I'm gonna be bumping up against anything. What's going on, brother? Watch your step, watch your step. Your Lexan is right over there on that table. Okay. Yeah, that's why I had you come back here, because it's easier for you to load it up from here than mess around with something up there. How you been? Good. Sir? No, just pick it up carefully. Carefully is the only thing. There you go, and then get your hands underneath it there. Beautiful. That's it, baby. You're good. Just like that. Watch your step, make sure you don't step on anything wet. I don't want you on your ass. Have a good one, man. Thanks for coming in. So what I am doing is a light tack down, just enough to get the air out of here, right? And that's pretty much it. Like, I'm not doing like a hard tack down because I want the film to kind of lay in where I want it to. And if I tack it down too hard, it'll start to really stick, and I can't move it if I need to. You want to lay it down in the same way that you did before, and you're gonna get fingers. You're gonna get fingers. I don't care who you are. I haven't met a person yet who doesn't install this back glass with fingers in there. And I mean, we work them out afterwards, but we lay them, and then we lay them to remove them. And one step I'll do here is we'll tuck the edges now, because that could be all we need to lay some of these fingers down. It's just not getting a squeegee all the way to the edge of the glass, and that's mostly why. So if you can push, obviously, all the way to the edge and then absorb any moisture, then you can minimize fingers. Right. Let's see here. Any fingers here? Yep. How's this angle? Good. My goal here is to not crease the film. Then all this work, let's not crease it. There's something right here, I don't know what it is. It's pushing on the film. So we're gonna go ahead and trim that puppy. Opa. God, I keep hitting that. Alright, we're not doing too bad. Get ready for this one. Boom. Okay, so you got some fingers here, here, you know, in the pressure points. So now we're gonna take a heat gun, heat those puppies out. And you're not really shrinking a whole lot per se. you're more than you're just kind of drawing out that excess moisture that's already in there. And I'm barely hitting it. Notice it? I'm barely hitting it. So it'll be real easy to just straight up crease this thing. We don't want that. So let's see. See? So yeah, get a little bit on the dot matrix with the moisture, but that's pretty much it. Got a little bit up here, so we can put that down a little more, a little better. See how we're doing. Looking pretty good. See, that looks clean. That's real clean. I'm happy with that. No fat creases. These edges, they'll dry out and we'll be good to go. No, I'm happy with that for sure. I think that I have something pushing up against this one right here. I think. So I'm going to trim it. So what I'm doing right now is I'm just trimming the inside of the film. So it's still past the dot matrix, but I think this was pushing up against something, like like one of the defroster line sensors or something like that, and that's why the finger kept popping up. Pretty solid. Here. That's it. So again, the sides weren't that bad at all. Easy. Let's get this tape off though, huh? The sides weren't bad at all. It was I'm gonna take the tape off and clean the windows, but that's easy. This back window is where the meat and the potatoes of this car is. That's clean. That's a real clean install. No creases, no curves, no craziness. It's clean. It's clean. So this car is done. I'm gonna go ahead and switch out here. Put you into my tripod. Oh. All right, it is 1 o'clock now. We started that car at 10:30, 11 o'clock. So yeah, I've been on that car for about 2 hours, 2.5 hours. I'm gonna go ahead and switch it all onto my GoPro stand here. Sorry if it's loud. In about a week or so, I should have my adapter, so you won't even hear it from here. It'll be on me. So, all right. So yeah, that was pretty much it, guys. Let's see, we got about 22 people watching. Let's see how long we've been going. Yeah, we're going for 1 hour and 49 minutes. So that's not too shabby. Less than 2 hours for this car. So at this time, let's go ahead and get some questions. If you guys have any questions, concerns, shout outs, criticisms, let's go ahead and go here. Got the chat up here, so let me see if I see anything. Pedro Chavez, appreciate it. Yeah, I know it's easier to, yeah, Daniel Ray says, that's why you remove the panels, a lot easier to deal with fingers after install. Yeah, you're absolutely right. But this, I was about to remove the panels, and the rubber stoppers that like cushion the door to close, those have a lot of dry rot already. That's why I looked at, and if I removed them, I would have destroyed those. So that's the the coin toss you take with taking these older cars. These cars are 10 years old. Plastic gets brittle, and I rather not risk it. You see what I'm saying? It's worth it for me to work a little bit more with the heat gun, trying to get the edges down, versus removing the panels and the panel potentially breaking. So, Slim33, awesome. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much. Wrench, nice work, Pat. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Yeah. Daniel Reyna says, I suggest buying the back window for a GTI and then just having a stand for it. If I did GTIs constantly, then that would be probably... There we go. And we're back. Sorry about that. So we're going to wrap up the Q&A section here. And a good thing to know, I guess, when my battery gets down to like 25%, I think it looks like. Let me see here. What does it say? I can't see because it's recording. I think it's 25%. It just automatically cuts off the live stream. So at least I know I can jump back on it. But yeah, let's see any other questions here. Wrench says, do you charge more to do this car knowing that the rear window is a pain? Yes, I typically, I would charge more for this car for sure. Maybe a 50% upcharge because it is a pain in the butt and it takes a little bit longer. Martin K, what's going on? What's going on? Daniel Reyna says, you're very humble to show a live video doing a GTI. You have lots of cojones. Hurrah. Yeah. Either that, I'm incredibly humble or incredibly stupid. It's one of the two. Wrench says, do you got more car schedule for a day? Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. I have 2 fronts on something. I don't know why we're slowing down a little bit right now. It's probably because school is about to get started. We have school starting this week for a lot of the schools in the area. So, 4th of July, school, back to school, holidays, that always takes effect. Always affects the window tinting business. So I don't have a lot going on. I think I have a couple more, or 1 or 2 more, but not much. Daniel Rennie says that this, what year is the GTI? This one is an 08, but it's in that 07, 08, 09 model. That's like the biggest pain in the butt. But yeah. Let's see here.
All right, guys, I think that's going to wrap it up. We've been doing this for right below 2 hours, so I'm going to go ahead and shut her down at this time. I want to see if we had any super chats, so I don't miss anyone. No super chats. That's okay. That's all right. But I just wanted to make sure to give a shout out to them. So I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up. We are going to still do our live stream tomorrow evening, 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's the one I run from my home. And it's just a straight Q&A. You know, I'm doing these live streams to kind of show you what I'm doing in the shop. And then we do a straight Q&A for about an hour or so on Tuesday nights, 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So make sure to stay there. Again, thank you very much to our sponsors, Tint Wiz and also Film Slingers, so for sponsoring this and for sponsoring me in the upcoming tint off as well. For Tint Wiz, that is a CRM suite dedicated to window tinters. So go ahead and check them out. It is available at the App Store on iOS. Not yet available for Android, but will be soon. But you can also get it through your browser and on your PC as well. And for Film Slingers, thanks again, filmslingers.com, your place to get your professional grade tools. Go ahead and check them out at filmslingers.com, and you'll be satisfied with what you see there. Soak Shields, DSP, tint kegs, a number of different brands that they offer, Fusion and professional grade tools as well. So with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and shut her down. Thank you very much, guys, for spending the time to join us here. Make sure to throw a like if you did like this video. Comment down below what you guys think about these live streams, if you guys are enjoying yourselves, what you think about this vehicle as well, or with you tinting it. And yeah, I think that's it. Thank you very much, guys. We'll talk to you soon.